The City of Auburn in western Washington has declared a local state of emergency as a powerful atmospheric river event triggered severe, potentially record-breaking, flooding across King County and surrounding areas this week. Sustained heavy rainfall has pushed the Green and White rivers to major flood stages, leading to widespread road closures, property inundation, and urgent evacuation warnings for low-lying residents. The Pacific Northwest has been deluged by an atmospheric river, a weather phenomenon delivering intense, continuous rainfall that shattered daily precipitation records in the region. 4 to 6 inches of rain fell across a large portion of the Cascade Mountains within a 24-hour period, leading to rapid and dangerous river level increases. King County officials confirmed that the Green River reached Phase 4 flood stage, the most severe level, with water spilling over sections of Green Valley Road and South 277th Street. Simultaneously, the White River is experiencing moderate to major flooding, impacting Auburn, Pacific, and Sumner. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration reported that dangerous, fast-flowing floodwaters are present in many areas. The visual impact of the flooding has been stark. A Chevron gas station located at the intersection of 277th and Auburn Way N/Central Ave was partially submerged, with the pumps and convenience store minimart inundated by several feet of water. Residents and business owners in the area stated they have not witnessed such severe flooding since the 1949 event, indicating the unusual severity of the current situation. Multiple roads in and around Auburn are closed to traffic, including Green River Road SE, D Street NE, and sections of South 277th Street and West Valley Highway. Emergency crews strongly urge citizens to observe road closures and strictly avoid driving, walking, or wading through any flooded areas, reinforcing the message, "Turn around, don't drown." Small landslides have also been reported due to saturated soil conditions, adding another layer of hazard. In response to the escalating crisis, Auburn's mayor signed a local emergency proclamation, which facilitates faster access to essential resources. Washington Governor Bob Ferguson also issued a statewide emergency declaration to pave the way for federal disaster funding. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is actively managing the situation, performing controlled water releases from the Howard Hansen Dam and deploying personnel to distribute flood-fighting materials. The city worked with USACE to install HESCO temporary flood protection barriers near the A Street Bridge and Roner Park to protect critical infrastructure and prevent further widespread inundation. Evacuation warnings have been issued for residents in vulnerable, low-lying properties, particularly those along Green River Road, from Brannan Park South to Auburn Black Diamond Road. Emergency shelters, including one set up at Pacific City Hall, are available for displaced residents, and King County has provided 24/7 sandbag filling stations for property protection efforts. River levels are expected to remain high through Friday, and officials are monitoring the situation continuously. While major flooding is ongoing on at least 8 rivers in western Washington, authorities are coordinating their response at the Emergency Operations Center in Camp Murray. Residents can find up-to-date information and resources on the City of Auburn website or via the King County Flood Warning Center. This event underscores the region's vulnerability to major storm events and the increasing intensity of weather patterns linked to climate change. Authorities will continue door-to-door warnings and encourage all residents in the floodplain to stay alert and follow evacuation orders. A series of powerful atmospheric rivers has unleashed significant flooding across the Pacific Northwest this week, with the coastal community of Pacific City, Oregon, and the inland city of Pacific, Washington, facing major disruptions. Widespread road closures, infrastructure damage, and urgent warnings for residents to evacuate low-lying areas underscore the severity of what officials are calling some of the worst flooding in decades. primary cause of the chaos has been a persistent jet stream of moisture from the Pacific Ocean, which delivered record-breaking rainfall across the Cascade Mountains and coastal ranges. Tillamook County, where the Oregon Pacific City is located, topped the regional charts with over 6 inches of rain in a 24-hour period alone.
Still above water. Oh God.
This intense precipitation caused rivers to rise rapidly. While National Weather Service hydrology predictions for the Tillamook County rivers, including the Nestucca River near Pacific City, fortunately stayed in the minor to moderate flood categories, the sheer volume of standing water impacted communities up and down the Oregon coast. Simultaneously, the city of Pacific, Washington, situated in the Green River Valley south of Seattle, experienced the full force of a Phase 4 flood stage on the Green River, prompting emergency responses alongside its neighboring city of Auburn. In Tillamook County, Oregon, standing floodwater closed multiple key routes. Authorities reported running out of road-closed signs as Highway 101, a critical coastal artery, was shut down in sections. Paramedics struggled to reach calls, and drivers encountered debris slides and deep standing water that submerged vehicles. The situation has forced county officials to advise extreme caution and to never drive through flooded areas, emphasizing the turnaround, don't drown mantra. In Pacific, Washington, the high water levels from the Green and White Rivers have threatened homes and businesses. This area, along with others in the Puget Sound region, has experienced catastrophic flooding projections, leading officials to warn potentially 100,000 Washington residents across the state to prepare for or execute evacuations. The Tillamook County Sheriff's Office issued detailed advisories and managed numerous road closures. The county emergency management team worked closely with weather services to predict river peaks, which helped in planning response efforts. Governor Bob Ferguson declared a statewide emergency and mobilized 300 National Guard members to assist with flood response efforts. Emergency shelters were established in nearby areas, including one at Pacific City Hall, to provide refuge for displaced residents. Deputies went door to door in some floodplains to warn residents of the imminent danger and potential evacuation orders. While some rivers began to recede slightly as rain lightened temporarily, forecasters warn that the pattern remains unsettled, with more rain expected in the coming days. Officials continue to monitor river levels closely, particularly the Skagit and Snohomish rivers in Washington, which are forecast to hit record levels. Residents are urged to stay vigilant and connected to official updates. Information regarding specific closures in Tillamook County can be found via local law enforcement channels, while the King County Flood Warning Center provides resources for the Washington Pacific community. The continuous barrage of atmospheric rivers and the resulting infrastructure strain highlight the vulnerability of the region's communities to intensifying weather patterns. Meanwhile, the Puget Sound region, encompassing Seattle and surrounding King, Snohomish, and Pierce counties, is grappling with a severe weather crisis as an unrelenting atmospheric river system triggers significant, widespread flooding. Authorities have issued emergency declarations, shut down major transit routes, and urged thousands of residents to seek higher ground as rivers swell to potentially historic levels. The National Weather Service in Seattle confirmed that the region has been subjected to a continuous influx of warm, moisture-laden air from the Pacific, a phenomenon known as an atmospheric river. This system has delivered several inches of rain in the lowlands and substantial precipitation in the Cascade Mountains within a short span. Seattle-Tacoma International Airport recorded record daily rainfall totals. The warm rain falling on existing snowpack in the mountains exacerbated the issue, leading to rapid snowmelt contributions that dramatically increased the volume and speed of river flows. Hydrologists noted that this combination is particularly dangerous, leading to faster onset and more severe flooding events than rain alone would cause. While the core urban basin of Seattle proper, with its robust drainage systems, has largely avoided catastrophic central city inundation, the impact has been severe in adjacent valleys and critical transport corridors. Major arteries have been severely compromised. Interstate 5, I-5, experienced temporary closures near the Tukwila/Seattle-Tacoma junction due to standing water and debris. Interstate 90, I-90, over Snoqualmie Pass was fully closed due to high avalanche danger and heavy snowfall/slush conditions, effectively severing east-west transit across the state. The primary impact zone extends south to communities along the Green, White, and Puyallup rivers, and north to the Snohomish and Skagit valleys. King County declared a Phase 4 flood warning, the highest alert level, for the Green River. Near the suburban areas bordering Seattle, such as Kent and Renton, low-lying industrial parks and infrastructure are inundated.